Good morning. I'm John Douds, and I am chairman of the Grace Endowment Committee. I'm speaking to you this morning from the Adirondacks in upstate New York, from my stepdaughter's home, and it's my pleasure to be able to discuss the applications that we received to the Endowment Committee. If you recall, several weeks ago, Nancy Hula gave a very nice presentation regarding the fund and that we were soliciting applications. We received two, and since then the Endowment Committee has met together and considered both. One was more of a standard type of application for us. It came from Sarah, and it looked for us to perhaps fund a inflatable movie screen that can be used in youth events, even GAP, SAM-ish events, if figured out, and just multiple places in the church where movie presentations will be done. It's also easily put together because it's simply inflated and it's very easy to be stored. That amount for it is $371, and that was unanimously approved. The other application was a little different and worthy of a little longer discussion. It is for a system that is a video, overall video system of 3 cameras that would be placed in the church, a video switcher, a computer, and the various hardware that's needed, cables and what have you, for the whole system, which will allow Grace to be able to live stream church services and record them, as well as so many other events. For example, a half notes play, a choral presentation, baptisms, funerals, weddings, and will be more than a little improvement over somebody standing up in the middle of the congregation and using their iPhone. The amount for this system was shown in the application was $6,811. A little bit of background regarding our awards that have come from the Endowment Committee have typically been at the most, say, $1,200. There was one at $1,800 with a total of 4 different entities which were funded. And these were based on the principles and the policies of the Endowment Committee when it was first put together in 2007, stemming from a $55,000 gift from Mary Gatewood. Since then, that has grown quite a bit, and over the last, say, handful of weeks, it has fluctuated in the fund of which is invested between $125,000 and $130,000. There was an article within the policies and procedures. If you want to look it up, it's 8B. But we are allowed to provide a gift for up to 10% of the funds which are not intended for any other use. And with this amount of $6,811, the committee met. We discussed it and unanimously approved $7,000 for the purchase of this. Now, this will allow Grace to, once we come together again, to put together the live streaming and the recording of service, because who knows what it's going to be like when we do get back together. It will be, maybe we'll have social distancing, and maybe some will not be able or want to come to the sanctuary to attend a service. But we will allow us to maintain the momentum, and that the current type of video presentations that we have done while the church has been closed down, we've seen great and positive reaction to it, and it will help move us into the future in a very quick way. By doing it through the endowment fund, we won't have to go through a lengthy process of budget approval or funding. So the endowment committee approved it, went to session, they completely approved it, and due to the gift of Mary Gatewood, and someone who I did not know, but I would assume she would be very pleased to know how her investment is now helping move Grace into the future.